So you want to ask me questions, or you just want to wing it? Yeah, we can do that. Okay, so let me revisit. All right, so how did we get started? The concept started over dinner in Chicago with members of Diaspora Rhythms, and we had to figure out a way to expand the conversation past those four walls. In 2005, my wife Satiri and I moved to Atlanta to pursue my passion of being an artist full time. After 5 years of traveling, various circuits and roads and doing shows and meeting a lot of people, we found that there was a lack of representation and a platform for artists and collectors to kind of get together, meet, network, and expand the conversation. Thought of a name, thought of a concept, came up with Black Art in America. Couldn't believe that domain was available. I mean, I was just floored. I remember the first show where we launched Black Art in America to get some of the original content was at the Southwest Black Fine Arts Show that was held at the African American Museum in Dallas, put together by Frank Frazier, noted artist and supporter, particularly of young artists. That's the beautiful thing about Frank Frazier. He was a tremendous support to me and so many other artists. But we left the Southwest Black Fine Arts Show and were within weeks on the Tom Joyner cruise as one of the featured artists. I remember going up talking to Malcolm-Jamal Warner and Thelma from Good Time and some of the other celebrities that was on the show, and asking them to give us plugs for Black Art in America, and we was able to get their support. Even Common gave us a video. So, from the very start, it's always been about how a rising tide can raise all ships, and I think that's what Black Art in America has proven to be. Is a platform for the artists, the collector, our community to share our stories. You've got the blue chip art world, mainstream contemporary world. I primarily think of artists that are based in New York, represented by New York galleries. And you got, your self-contained artists that are going out around the country doing art shows, festivals, and fairs, and having direct relationships with a number of collectors. A lot of my colleagues, that's how they got their start and continue to engage and build relationships with people to support their work. You've also got artists that are, art educators, maybe showing in various art deals around the country. So there's multiple art markets, multiple art worlds. I think the beauty about what we do with Black Art in America is that we get balance in a place to showcase, the spectrum of those various worlds. I'm really reminded of an example that back in 2011, the first time I went down to Miami for Art Basel. Went to the art fair and I ran across two colleagues who were covering Art Basel for the Griot and the Root. What I found out is that they didn't leave Art Basel. They stayed at the main fair. There was so much more art to see. I wanted to give everybody the full experience of what Art Basel as well as that the Miami art community had to offer. So what BAIA did was not only cover the work that was going on and being showcased at the main fair, but we got out in the community. We went to Little Haiti Cultural Center. We got with collectors. We got and did studio visits with artists in that community. And we covered some of the satellite fairs. So I think that part of our mission is to give a more balanced approach and understanding to the fact that we've got so many artists out here, so many various art communities and institutions, whether they be the National Museum of African American History and Culture or the Smithsonian's, or you're talking about Hammond's House in Atlanta or Clark Atlanta University Art Museum or whatever, at whatever level they may be in the field. They're all needed, but they all need assistance. They all need to know that, that they're there. That's the role of BAIA. We share their content, we share their stories, and we want to continue to do more of that.
Hi, I'm Sybil Wilkes from the Tom Joyner Morning Show, and I collect art, I live art, and I live Black Art in America.
Hey, this is Kim Whitley. Please support Black Art in America.
Bam! There it is.